आप सब लोग और थोड़ा क्लोज हो जाए। स्टार्ट करते हैं। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी।
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 जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी। जय गिरिवरधारी।
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी। जय गिरिवरधारी।
जशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन।
जमुना तीरा बनचारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर गौर भक्तवृंद। श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna. So today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Sangramjit Prabhu from Orissa. So Prabhuji has been practicing spirituality from last 10 years and he is BTech graduate from 10 years of IT experience in different organizations like CGI, Cognizant and Wells Fargo. Realizing the need of spreading the message of Prabhupada to society, he left his job in 2020 and joined ISKCON Bhubaneswar, and spreading and guiding the young people from message of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So he has delivered 100 plus motivational sessions in different schools, colleges and corporates across Orissa and all over India also. So well known for his social media like YouTube, as Instagram and Facebook, and even in OTV. OTV is the well known TV channel in the Orissa. So Prabhuji has come here to give us all of association. The topic for today's discussion is how to avoid allurement. So it's very much needed for all of us. That too, we are staying in a Bangalore where allurements are abundant, abundantly available. So let's hear from Prabhuji on this topic and get inspiration and practice our Krishna consciousness without much allurement and surrender to Guru and Krishna in better way. Hare Krishna. Let's welcome Prabhuji by one time chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. So thank you very much, all the youth devotee of ISKCON Sesadripuram. So it's my great fortune to be associated with all of you. So हम लोग आज चर्चा करेंगे कि हिंदी और इंग्लिश विच लैंग्वेज इज कंफर्टेबल फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू. हाँ, इंग्लिश ओके. सो हम लोग मिक्स करेंगे, मतलब इंग्लिश और हिंदी थोड़ा सा ये करेंगे, ठीक है. सो टुडे टॉपिक डिस्कशन इज हाउ टू ओवरकम द अल्यूरमेंट, ठीक है. सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दैट, सो वेदर वी हैव दिस मीन्स एक्सटर्नली वट एवर थिंग्स वी आर सीइंग, whether we are getting allured or not getting allured. So how many are you are getting allured by the external things? सब अच्छा, ठीक है. तो एक बार क्या हुआ ना, ये स्टोरी में थोड़ा हिंदी में बोलता हूँ, उसके बाद फिर ये करें. तो एक बार क्या हुआ कि एक लड़का था, तो उनको ऐसे मतलब बाल कटवाना था, ठीक है. तो गया, पास में एक सैलून था, तो सैलून में जब बाल कटवाया तो वहाँ पे सैलून के पास एक मूवी थिएटर था, ठीक है. तो ये जब जाके मतलब सैलून में बैठा, तो सैलून में जो बाल कटवाने के लिए थे वो पूछे कि कौन सा हेयर स्टाइल करेंगे, ठीक है. तो जब कौन सा हेयर स्टाइल बोले, तो उस टाइम में क्या है, जो मूवी थिएटर में ना अमिताभ बच्चन का एक मूवी चला था और बहुत फेमस था मूवी, ठीक है. तो ये फिर बोले कि ठीक है, अभी अमिताभ बच्चन का मूवी चल रहा है, तो ये हेयर स्टाइल कर दीजिए, ठीक है. तो जो हेयर कटिंग कर रहे थे, तो एकदम बढ़िया से एकदम उनको हेयर कटिंग की एग्जैक्टली जैसे मतलब अमिताभ बच्चन का जैसा हेयर स्टाइल था ना, ऐसे ही हेयर स्टाइल किए, ठीक है. तो ये मतलब हेयर कटिंग करने के बाद जब आए, तो इनके दोस्त लोग सब तारीफ किए कि इतना अच्छा हेयर कटिंग कैसे हो सकता है, मतलब एकदम मतलब अमिताभ बच्चन जैसे दिख रहे हो. तो इसका एकदम कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया कि इतना अच्छा हेयर कटिंग वो करता है और इतना अप्रिसिएशन मिला. तो उसके बाद नेक्स्ट टाइम फिर जब हेयर कटिंग करने के लिए गए ना, तो वहाँ पे जाके बैठ गए और उसके बाद वो पूछे कि कौन सा स्टाइल करेंगे. वो बोले देखो, अभी जिसका स्टाइल सबसे ज़्यादा चल रहा है उसकी स्टाइल कर दो, क्योंकि मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस है आप एकदम ज़बरदस्त हेयर कटिंग करते हो, ठीक है. तो ये एकदम चुपचाप, और मोस्टली आप देखेंगे सैलून में जाके जब बैठेंगे एसी लगा हुआ है, तो व्यक्ति एकदम रिलैक्स रहता है. तो रिलैक्स होके सो गए और वो हेयर कटिंग करते रहे. तो हेयर कटिंग करते करते क्या किया ना, प्रभु जी का जैसे हेयर कटिंग है ना, ऐसे ही कर दिए, पूरा एकदम ऊपर ले लिए, थोड़ा सा इधर ये रख दिए. तो इसका जब नींद टूटा, ये बोले कौन सा ये स्टाइल कर दिया आप. वो बोले देखो, अभी ना चैतन्य महाप्रभु चल रहे, तो ये स्टाइल हम कर दिए. तो इसका मतलब है, देखिए क्या है ना, हम लोग कुछ भी प्रैक्टिस करें, जो भी कर रहे हैं, फिर भी हम लोग देखते हैं कि एनवायरमेंट में जो चल रहा है ना, उसका इम्पैक्ट तो रहता है. So how many practice we are doing, how much we are controlling our mind, but still whatever the things is going on around us, obviously that impact will be there. And the thing is that, so probably we are convinced that we will do some spiritual practice, but at the same time when we are seeing around 99% people are involved in the sense enjoyment, obviously that impact will be there. So this concept is called that environmental impact. So when in a place around 100 people are there, 99 people are whatever the things they are doing, obviously that mindset will come. So that all things will come. So that's why nowadays you see the whole world is thinking about the sense enjoyment. And even if we will see in the last in Bangalore. So when RCB won, so you just saw how the celebration happened. So according to the Karnataka government, so after the RCB won, so the liquor selling in one day, it crossed, means in 2024, it was, means according to the Karnataka Excise Department, they have given one calculation that in 2024, the liquor selling was 1.32 lakhs crore. So in 2024, but after the RCB won, within the 24 hours, the liquor selling was 1.56 lakh crore. ठीक है, तो इतना सेलिंग जस्ट 24 आवर्स में हो गया. ठीक है. सो डू यू थिंक दैट पीपल आर सो मच enjoying in drinking this liquor, or there is some background story? So why in Bangalore or in any city we are thinking that why the people are so much desperate and they are drinking lot of liquors? So there is lot of things is there. So you just see in the Bangalore, so mostly we will find the young mass. So IT corporate is there, lot of young mass is there, and mostly these young mass, now we will see that they have good amount of earning. So if we will see all this calculation, so the background is that they are celebrating in this way because they are searching for something. When they are not getting that all things, so they are lending over to these all things, right? So exactly, so if the liquor is giving so much happiness, then why they are drinking, and after that we saw that they are lying in the road and that all things is happening, right? So that's why when some hollowness is there, to fulfill that all things, so this kind of celebration is happening, right? So that's why what kind of hollowness is there? So we just see, means nowadays this social media is creating a lot of hype, and we are seeing that lot of means freedom is there, so lot of enjoyment options is there. But despite of all these things, do you think that whatever things they are doing, whether they are feeling very satisfied, they are feeling very fulfillment, so that all thing is not there. So that's why they are doing all these things. So that's why in Bhagavad Gita, so Krishna is telling that what kind of enjoyment is available. Okay. So in Bhagavad Gita, so Krishna is telling Indriyastu parang mana. So all these means enjoyment related to sense, so far better than mind enjoyment is far better than the enjoyment of the senses. Then after that he is telling manastusta param buddhi. So the enjoyment in the level of intelligence is far better than the enjoyment of the mind. Then he is telling that buddhi paramstu sa. So from the enjoyment of the intelligence, then spiritual enjoyment is higher. So now we will understand these all things. So first thing that the sense enjoyment. So what all the enjoyment is there according to the sense? So eating, sleeping, mating, defending. So these all things. So in in the Mahabharata, there is a beautiful sloka. So it is describing about these all things. So in Mahabharata, the sloka is Ahara nidra bhayamaithunamcha samanyam etat pasubhir naranam dharmahi tesam adhika visesa dharmena hina pasui saman. So the sloka is telling like that. Ahar nidra, ahar, food. So obviously there is lot of enjoyment related to food, right? Ahar nidra bhayamaithunamcha. So here that ahar, nidra, bhayamaithunamcha, samanyam etat pasubhir naranam. This is very common for all living entity. Food, then sleep, depending and mating. So these all things is common for all living entity. Food. So usually you will see a lot of people, they think that we will get a lot of pleasure from the food, right? Na? So a lot of pleasure for the food. And you will see a lot of restaurant is there, a lot of options is there. So in the food, you just see, so all these arrangement is there, so all these options is there. You just see the God has created this way So even if people are going outside, they are purchasing food, even if they are ordering some kind of food and they are eating. So you just see the Krishna's arrangement. If someone is eating non-veg, okay? So if someone is eating non-veg, he is purchasing from Zomato or something else. So eating, and after that, whatever the left out of the food, when he is throwing out. So when the dog is eating, so Krishna has created in this way, the dog saliva created in this way, when the dog is eating the left out of food, he is getting 10 times more than enjoyment from the human beings. 10 times more than. And he is eating, so left out of food. So we are looking about how the hygiene is that food, how tastier that food we are purchasing. But after that, whenever we are means whatever the left out he is eating, so that he is getting 10 times more tastier. And one more thing, if sometimes you go to any party and you have some food, after that we are thinking that we have some stomach problem. So ever you have seen that dog has any stomach problem? No. So you just see in the food, means if you are thinking that we will get a lot of enjoyment from the food, but actually the God has created in this way that some animals, they are getting higher pleasure. Actually we are not getting the higher pleasure. Okay. So next is sleeping. Ahar nidra. Next is sleeping. So usually see nowadays people are earning a lot of things and we have a lot of arrangement, like you just see before 20 years or 30 years, people are hardly, they are, if they have fan, then they are happy. We have at least fan. But nowadays people have a lot of arrangement. So they have AC and they have a lot of sofa, these many things is there. So but after doing all these things, whether people are getting right sleep, no, they are struggling to sleep. So in the Japan, so they have planned one scheme that if a person able to sleep at least 6 to 8 hours, then we will give some amount of award. Means they are struggling to sleep. Obviously, when we are devotees, we were planning that we will sleep by 9 o'clock and we will sleep by 10, 11 o'clock and we will wake up by 4 o'clock. But others, means outside the youth, they are actually struggling. Lot of insomnia disease is there. Lot of youth now, they are not able to sleep because we have lot of options. Like mobile option is there, so a lot of options is there. So really they are struggling for the sleep. And you will see, so when someone you will see some dog is sleeping, definitely you will feel jealousness that how peacefully he is sleeping. So we are not getting that kind of sleep also. So then sleep. Then next one is fear. Next one is fear. So who you think that in this world is more fearsome? Whether the animal or living entity, whether the human or living entity, who is more fearsome? Human. So you just see, so who is more educated? Human being. Who have more facilities? Human being. Who have more getting salary and all these things? And who have lot of tension? Who have lot of anxiety? Who is feeling that more fearsome? Why? Because we are thinking that we will enjoy, but our intelligence is actually not working in the right way, so that's why we are fearsome. We don't have the right knowledge, so that's why we are fearsome. So next one is means mating or begetting the children. So there is process is there. But nowadays, according to the calculation, so one statistics, it was telling that out of the 65% parent, they are struggling to beget a natural children. So that is the process. So now you just see, whenever we are thinking that we will enjoy from these all things, actually the human being is really enjoying? No. So, and if we are thinking that we will get the pleasure from these all things, actually these all pleasures, all these animals, they have extended way of pleasure. They can eat and they can get lot of pleasure. They can sleep very nicely without any lot of arrangement. And
means next is fear. So they are very fearless, and even if for physical intimacy, they have lot of things they can do. But the human being, if you will see, so according to that sloka, it is told that ahara nidra bhayamaithunam cha samanyam etat pasubhir naranam. So this is very common thing. Probably sometimes living all these things is very difficult, but the thing is that in the human life we need to control these all things. But the point is why these all mindset is coming very frequently. Most of the time what is happening, so these all thoughts is actually popping up in our mind, right? So why these all things is coming? So according to the Bhagavad Gita in 5th chapter 29 number of sloka, Krishna is telling why this is coming. So Krishna is telling ehi sansparsa jab hoga dukkha jo nevata adyanta vanta kandya naute surumate buddha. So Krishna is telling ehi sansparsa jab hoga. So when the person is coming in the contact of the sense enjoyment, sense object, so obviously there is kind of attachment. Ehi sansparsa jab hoga dukkha jo nevate adyanta vanta kandya naute surumate buddha. So Krishna is telling that whenever we are coming in the contact of the sense objects, so what all the sense object is there? For the eye, what is the sense object? Form, something we are watching, okay? So for the ear, what is the sense object? Sound. So for the skin, what is the sense object? Touching something means soft or something like that. So next, what is the sense object for the nose? Smell. And what is the sense object for the tongue? Taste. So whenever we are coming in the contact of the sense object, we have some attachment. Okay? But Krishna is telling, ehi sansparsa jab hoga dukkha jo nevate adyanta vanta kante naute suramate buddha. So any enjoyment which is very temporary, so these all things is causing the suffering. Why? Because whenever some temporary enjoyment is there, after that, whenever the mind is getting attached to these all things, after that, obviously, mind will hanker for these all things. And you just see all these advertisement industry, all these hoardings you will see, all these advertisement industry you will see, all these advertisement industry is focusing on these four things, that you just do all these things and you will get the pleasure. And you just see in the Bangalore, wherever you will see the hoardings, so you will find mostly hoardings related to food, related to restaurant, related to means how comfortably you can sleep, you can buy a house, you can buy a sofa, these all things is there. Ahar nidra bhay maithun. So these all advertisement is there. So whenever we are seeing all these things, now obviously that all tendency will be there. So next thing we are telling actually that all these external enjoyment, but actually you just see whatever actually inside, that all hankering will come. So every individual, you see, means all these means individual, if you will see all these youth, you will find every individual have different kind of weakness. Everyone does not have the same weakness. Different kind of weakness. Someone is very means lazy. Someone is very, maybe he is having lot of weakness for food. Some different weakness you will see. So all these things you will see. So wherever, whatever the things is actually inside, so that all thing interest will come. So that's why you just see whatever actually inside. So these all things actually very deep rooted things. So that's why these all things is coming in our mind. But the point here is, so by doing all these things, whether we are getting the real enjoyment or after some time we are getting the frustration. So that all things is required. So nowadays you will see, so when you are youth, you are going outside and you are seeing all these things. Means whether you see the boyfriend, girlfriend, so that time it is coming in our mind that हम लोग भी थोड़ा बहुत ये टाइप का एंजॉयमेंट चाहिए यार. आता है कि नहीं आता है? आता है कि नहीं आता है? आता है कि नहीं आता है? देखो, अगर नहीं आ रहा है ना, जैसे मान लीजिए आप जब जा रहे हैं, कोई बॉयफ्रेंड गर्लफ्रेंड जब बाइक लेके जा रहे हैं, तो डेफिनेटली अगर नहीं आ रहा है तो नहीं आ रहा है, तो हो सकता है आप बहुत एलिवेटेड है. If you are very elevated, then these all things will not come. Second one, though you are in the Bhagavad Gita class in the temple, so that's why you are feeling agitated. कैसे बोलेंगे यार प्रभु जी के सामने ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते. So this is the second cause. Third one is if this is not coming, not elevated. Second option, not in the temple association, so that's why not able to tell. Third one, if not coming, then there is some problem. so this is very common. And mostly you will see when we are in the devotee association, these all things is actually coming, but we are hesitating to discuss, and this is creating lot of problems. So if we will see in the bhakti practice, we are not able to ventilate whatever things is coming in our mind, then definitely that all things is coming in our mind, but we are not able to ventilate, we are not able to discuss, and whenever we are not able to discuss, then we will feel that maybe I am not suitable for this environment. And after some years of practice, you will see that no, I am not very suitable. So that's why you will see whenever we are doing bhakti practice, whatever the things is actually coming inside. So that all things, if we are able to discuss with someone, we are getting some solution, then only we will feel relief. Neither it is very difficult. And most of the time we see, usually in the devotee association, we feel that maybe this association and this environment is for all the people who are very perfect. और हमेशा ये देखिए हर व्यक्ति के अंदर एक जो हायर नेचर है और लोअर नेचर है. Every person usually struggling with the higher nature and the lower nature. Sometimes when we are doing Mangala Arati and these all things, we are very much means enjoying in the spiritual things. And whenever sometimes down phase is there, so that all things will come. So usually, so when in the devotee association, and particularly when we are in the young age, we have lot of options is there. जो लोग मैरिज कर लिए, मैरिज हो गया, बच्चे हो गए, उनके पास ज़्यादा ऑप्शन नहीं है. उनके पास ज़्यादा ऑप्शन है, वो नहीं बाहर नहीं जा सकते, पार्क में नहीं जा सकते, पब में नहीं जा, क्योंकि उनके सिक्योरिटी गार्ड उनके घर में है, वो देख लेंगे क्या कर रहे क्या नहीं कर रहे, तो उनके पास बहुत ज़्यादा ऑप्शन नहीं है. तो बहुत ज़्यादा जब ऑप्शन नहीं है ना, माइंड में बहुत ज़्यादा जब ऑप्शन नहीं है, तो माइंड कन्विंस हो जाता है, ठीक है मुझे जितना ऑप्शन है आई विल डू दीज ऑल थिंग्स. लेकिन व्हेन द ऑप्शन इज देयर ना, देयर डेफिनेटली माइंड विल ट्रिगर फॉर दीज ऑल थिंग्स. ओके, आई हैव द ऑप्शंस. When I have options, so let's explore where is the problem. So point is that, so whenever options is there, definitely mind will think that I will enjoy. But only thing that we need to find out that whether that is worthy, and any enjoyment in this material world, everything we have to pay the cost. So that I was telling, means whenever we are going outside, you are seeing that some boyfriend, girlfriend is going. So you are thinking that they are doing lot of enjoyment. हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं यार, मंदिर में फंस के इधर, वो बहुत मजा कर रहे हैं. लेकिन सच में जो सच्चाई है ना, if you will ask the boy whether really you are enjoying. हम लोग जब बीटेक कर रहे थे ना, when I was in बीटेक, so हमारे साथ एक लड़का था, तो उनके गर्लफ्रेंड था. सो एवरी संडे ही विल गो आउट, he will eat outside. So when he will return, so in the evening, in the night, he will eat puha. So we will ask that why you are eating puha? Now I am spending all the money with my girlfriend. So where is the money? So that's why you just see. So in every enjoyment there is payment. So if someone is roaming, definitely he is investing his money. He is investing his emotion. He is investing his feelings, he is investing his time. So after that, some kind of enjoyment maybe he is getting, but definitely he is investing these all things. And it is not for the boy, even for the girls. So they are also investing their emotion, their feelings, their lot of time. So after that, some kind of enjoyment is there. So only thing that we need to analyze that, so whether these all things is worthy for me or it is not worthy. Or sometimes maybe due to the allurement, due to the age, maybe that all things will come. So even if in scripture we will see lot of examples is there. So in some moment some devotee have experienced that all things. So in Srimad Bhagavatam in 9th canto, if you will see, so there is story about Pururava. So how many of you read about Pururava? So Pururava. So you know the story. So Pururava married to Urvasi, and after that he spent a lot of times, and after that when Urvasi left, so after that Pururava is thinking that lot of times I have spent, even if I don't know when the night came and when the day came. So lot of times I have spent कि ऐसा था, I was completely made after her. और उसके बाद जब पुरुरवा फिर उर्वशी को जाके अप्रोच करते हैं कि एक्चुअली आई एम नॉट एबल टू forget you, so at least you spend some time with me. So after that Pururava is Urvasi is telling, this is the statement of Urvasi, I am not telling this statement, so it is the statement of Urvasi. So Urvasi is telling that if a man is very strong, so definitely I will tell that if a strong man, so he should not fall after a woman. So human heart is just like a jackal. So that's why if you are very strong, so then you should not means fall after a woman. So here the point is that Urvasi is telling that so in everything, whatever you are getting, you have to pay a lot of amount for that one. So that's why if you have lot of plan for the future, you want to grow in your future, if you want to success in your future, you want to some contribute to the society, so then these all things is not very pleasurable. Maybe it is seeming like lot of pleasure is there, but it is very temporary. But sometimes if that attraction is coming, so definitely first thing that what we need to do, we need to discuss. We need to discuss with someone, and this kind of friendship should be there. Usually, initially when we are doing bhakti and we are not very mature, we think that this kind of things probably I should not ventilate because everyone is very pure. But actually everyone is struggling in these all things. So everyone is struggling in these all things. So how much you can ventilate, that much relaxment you will feel. First thing is you need to discuss. So next one is means even after discussing, you are not getting all these means all these solution you are not getting, or someone is staying in the means base or hostel, but after that in some moment of time he left, he got associated these all things. But the one thing according to the scripture, if you will see in the story of Pururava, in the story of Ajambil, in the story of in all these things, Jajati Maharaj, one thing is common. So they have experienced these all things. They got some kind of distraction. But after that, you just see they again revert back. So what exactly the point, even if they experience these all kind of distraction, but after that what exactly happened that Krishna saved them? What exactly that thing? The point is that in the case of Ajambil, in the case of Pururava, in the case of Jajati Maharaj, we will see actually before doing all these things, they were practicing spirituality. So on the basis of spirituality, on the knowledge of spirituality, maybe they have explored these all things, but after that they got to know that these all things is not very worthy. So that's why in Bhagavad Gita Krishna is telling asanga sastrena drudhena chittva. So on the basis of the knowledge, maybe if you are thinking that I need to explore these all things, so on the basis of knowledge, on the basis of spirituality, if someone is exploring, then definitely after some time he will got to know that these all things is not very worthy. But if someone is exploring these all things on the basis of ignorance, then there is highly chances that he will get distracted in these all things. So usually, so that's why whenever we are practicing spirituality, so these all things we need to very focus that. So whenever I am in the devotee association, very frankly, freely, I can express these all things. And at the same time, whenever we are hearing these all things, now obviously we need to support. This is very common thing. So this is not very means unique kind of things that this person is facing these all things. Everyone is facing these kind of things. And usually, according to in our ISKCON, so whenever we are seeing four kind of principle is there. So out of four kind of principle, one principle is there. Mostly everyone is struggling in that. So eating non-veg, so this is not a big deal. Hardly, means very easily we can overcome. So in intoxication, it is also very easy. Gambling, mostly in India, gambling, youth are not involved in gambling, or in Bangalore it is happening. So, no. So, next one thing, so that whole thing, mostly youth are struggling in that whole thing. So, only thing that how much openly we can express, we can discuss, so that way we can feel little bit of relaxment. And the second one is on the basis of intelligence, on the basis of scripture, when we will analyze these all things, and we will see that how much payment we have to pay for these all things, and whether this is worthy, then gradually actually you will be convinced. But one thing, until unless these all things we are only discussing, we are just hearing, but we are not realized. So until unless the realization has not come, so until that point, convincing 100% is very difficult. So that's why Prabhupada used to tell self-realization. So self-realization is different thing, and hearing is different thing. So that's why obviously these all things is inside. हमारे अंदर ये भर भर के हैं, बहुत जन्मों से हम लोग ये सब experience लिए हैं. So that's why these all things actually inside us. So only thing that maybe sometimes we are thinking that these all things is very enjoyment. So definitely whoever doing all these things, so they are paying lot of amount for that one. Lot of payment for that one. So that's why we need to analyze whether this is worthy or not. So that is the thing. And next one, if someone is thinking that I need to explore, and after that I will get the realization, but before that at least he need to practice the spirituality very nicely. He need to get all this kind of knowledge. After that, even if sometimes he is going, then definitely he will get to know that this is the things is not worthy for me. Okay, so that's why. So if you will see in the scripture or any places, after this kind of enjoyment, they have repent very heavily. So why I came to these kind of things? But at least whenever they are repenting, whenever they are realizing, so that realization is very strong. Even if in the case of Ajambel, you just see, so when Narayana came and all this discussion happened, after that Ajambel got to know that how much I was a Brahmin, so I have done this kind of sinful activities. So how sinful I was involved in these all things. And even if in case of Ajambel, we know that he has lot of attachment for his younger son. But when these all discussion happen, after that he got to know that, so these all attachment is not very fruitful. I need to leave all these things, and after that I will go to I think Badrika Ashram. Then he just started to chant name of Lord Krishna. So these all things you just see. So whenever this realization came, so when they repent, after that they realize that this bhakti practice, how intensely we should do. In the case of Bharat Maharaj also we have seen. So after the realization that practice was very consciously he was doing that, I will get back to Krishna's abode. So that's why this realization is very much required. So usually in young time, we have heard all these things, and some kind of past sukruti is there. So that's why we are practicing spirituality. But unless this kind of realization have not came, definitely that all distraction will come. But the only thing that maybe with the practice, we will get some kind of fixed up realization, or sometimes by thinking that on the analysis of intelligence, we will get to know that whether that is required or not required, that we can do. So usually you just see, so everyone actually searching for the happiness. So first level of happiness is on the basis of that senses. So eating, sleeping, so these all enjoyment is there. But here Krishna is telling, on these all these kind of enjoyment is there. So from that higher is the mind level of enjoyment. So you just see the experience, if we will take on example, so you just Virat Kohli. So if you will see Virat Kohli, he is waking up at around 5 o'clock, and his food habit, if you will see, he is not taking lot of junk food, that all thing he will not eat. and even if he is a beautiful wife, but still he need to maintain that brahmacharya. So that they need to maintain. So you just see how he is able to do these all things. कैसे वो कर सकते हैं? क्या उनको अच्छा खाने के लिए इच्छा नहीं करता है? क्या उनको सुबह 8 बजे उठने के लिए इच्छा नहीं करता है? तो ये सब कैसे कर लेते हैं? ये इसीलिए कर पाते हैं. He is able to do all these things because he is getting the pleasure on the level of mind. Because he is very famous, so lot of fan is there, fan followers is there, lot of earning is there. So due to these fan followers is there, lot of famous, these all things is there. So that's why he is getting the mental level of enjoyment. So that's why he is able to overcome this sense enjoyment. Okay. So next one is level of intelligence. So you just see कि Abdul Kalam, he was not involved in the sense enjoyment. Even if he was not very much bothered about whether very much famous or not, he was not very bothered about that all thing. So why he is able to tolerate these all things, or why he is able to overcome these all things? Because he was getting the enjoyment on the level of intelligence. So one time, one devotee was telling, one devotee, he was scientist, okay, that person was scientist. So his marriage was on that day. So on that day of marriage, he went to his lab and he was doing some experiment. So at the time of 10 o'clock, in the night 10 o'clock, he just got informed that today is your marriage, you just go. Means he forgot that today is my marriage. So they are so much involved in that kind of thing, and they are getting lot of pleasure in the level of intelligence. So that's why they are able to overcome these all things. And next one is on the level of spiritual practice. So if someone is doing spiritual practice on the basis of spiritual enjoyment, then these sense enjoyment, mind enjoyment, intelligence enjoyment, these all things we can overcome. But the thing is that we are not in that level. Actually, whenever we are chanting, we are getting that kind of pleasure. We are not getting that kind of pleasure. When we are doing Mangalarti, whether we are getting that kind of pleasure? No, we are not getting that kind of pleasure. So that's why we are looking after this kind of pleasure. But when we will actually get this kind of pleasure, spiritual pleasure, then only these all pleasures we can overcome. But the thing is that to get that kind of pleasure, it is time taking. It is not very easy. So that's why, so we need to keep patience. And in the meantime, what all thing we need to do? We need to continue this spiritual practice. Whatever the coming in our mind, at least we can discuss with our friend circle and or with our authority. And on the basis of intelligence, by reading the scripture, by hearing, by analyzing, so then only these all allurement we can overcome. Okay, so I will stop here. If any question is there, then I will take some question. Any question is there? Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Most of the time here means allurements where most of the times we are thinking means their immediate pleasure is there. Like you are giving some examples. So most of the time we want immediate pleasure only. So how can we means distinguish between, like, if we don't do it, then maybe we will get higher pleasure.
I will miss that one. So like that. Means immediate pleasure is there, so we are thinking that if I will not do, then I will miss that kind of pleasure, like that. Okay. So there was one experiment in US. So that experiment was like that. So they have given chocolate to the students. So they told that if you will not eat this chocolate at least for 30 minutes, they given the chocolate to the student. After that, they closed the door and teachers came out. So they told to the student that if you will not eat this chocolate for 30 minutes, then after that we will give one more chocolate. Okay. So then the teachers just came out, and after that when they again came to the room, they just found out that around 10% student, they have not eaten that chocolate, they just kept. And after that, they given one more chocolate. And after that, they did that experiment for long years. And after that, they saw these children who have controlled their senses for 30 minutes, and they got very famous in US. So that's why you just see, so if immediate pleasure we are able to control, then definitely there is higher level of pleasure is there. But only thing that in the right moment, how we will control these all things, okay? So when that immediate pleasure is coming, so only thing that we can analyze whether that is means in the, so immediate pleasure, whether these all pleasure can give long lasting pleasure or it is very limited only. So when this pleasure is very limited and it will not give long lasting pleasure, and actually we are searching for the long lasting pleasure, okay? So that's why at least if the desperation is very high, so that time obviously all these scriptural knowledge, all this behavioral knowledge, social knowledge, probably that time it will not work out. So that time what we need to know, we need to at least ventilate whatever things is coming to at least someone superior. So that all thing is required. Or even if devotee, if sometimes is getting distracted these all things, so definitely Krishna will help out. After some moment, he will get the realization these all things is not good. If he has done bhakti practice very nicely, so that all things will be there. Any other question is there? Yes.
Hare Krishna, yeah. So thank you for the class, Prabhu. You talked about the 4 levels of enjoyment, from body up to the soul. Then on the level of soul, you told that one who takes to devotional service enjoys the pleasure on the level of soul. So my question here was, like, if we take to the process of devotional service with this motive of enjoying at the level of soul, will that be a pure devotion? Will that be considered like that, pure devotion?
एक बार ये चीज़ देखिए कि whenever we are doing devotional practice ना, we need to at least analyze ourselves in which standard I am in. So if we are not in that very higher level of standard and we are expecting that at least I will involve these all things, then definitely after some time you will get demoralized. Means I am not able to reach that moment. So that's why whenever we are doing all this devotional practice, at least we need to means analyze what standard I am in which thing actually I am getting pleasure. So at least someone is getting pleasure from the prasadam, at least he need to continue. So that's why if you are thinking that I will get the pleasure from highest level of spiritual practice and we are not able to do, then definitely we are not able to enjoy, and after some moment we will feel that this is not for me. Okay? So all these practice we are telling, na? So in Chaitanya Charitamrut, that kind of pleasure is there. So it is very higher standard of pleasure. So that standard we have not reached. So that's why at least we need to find out that in which standard I am in, and according to that, at least if I are getting the reciprocation from the spiritual practice, then only I can continue. Neither it will be very difficult. Right? So that's why means at least if someone is coming to Krishna, even if asking for some material pleasure, that is also Krishna is telling that he is also doing devotional practice. So in Bhagavad Gita, if you will see, Krishna is telling Chaturvidha Vachantamam Jana Sukrute Arjuna Artu. So first thing that he is telling that distress, someone is distressed, he is coming to me and asking for something. He is also doing devotional practice. So that's why at least we need to find out that which standard I am in, what all the mindset actually is coming, and in what all the spiritual practice I am getting pleasure. At least if you are getting that kind of pleasure, you just continue. After some moment, at least we will get purification, but that continuation is very much required. If we will means keep a very high standard, but we are not able to reach, then definitely after some moment we will feel tasteless. Any other question is there?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, your class was very nice. Thank you for that. And yes, I have one doubt, Prabhu. Like for practicing spirituality, we develop mode of goodness, and due to that, we become simple. We live simply, and worldly people see that simplicity as innocence, and they try to exploit that. They use our innocence for their purpose. So, how to we deal with such situation, like in office politics and all?
Okay. So, usually simplicity does not mean that we are very dumb. Someone is utilizing us. Okay. Simplicity is that we are very nicely behaving to others. We are very nicely speaking to others. We are very nicely coordinating with others. So that is all about simplicity. Simplicity does not mean that we don't know all these things. So that's why they are exploiting. Okay. So most of the time, what exactly happens now means even if we are doing spirituality, so we are staying in the base. Even if we are going outside, we are mingling with the worldly people. At least we should have all this kind of knowledge. And this was the instruction from Prabhupada. At least you should know all these things. What is exactly happening outside? If we don't know what exactly happening outside, and we are thinking that no, we are devotee, we should not. So if you are completely involved in spirituality, you are just reading Bhagavatam, you are just eating prasadam, you are staying here, so that is different thing. But our moment is that preaching moment. So in the preaching moment, if we are very smart, then only we can preach. Neither it is very difficult. So that's why when we are going to office, we are working with them, at least simplicity means that we are behaving very nicely to others, we are very nicely coordinating with others, we are understanding others, does not mean that we don't know many things, so that's why they are able to exploit. That is not the simplicity. Okay, so that's why most of the time these all question usually comes that if we are going out, so they are utilizing. Their utilizing means that we don't know a lot of things, and if we are working with them, and we are getting salary, so these all things. So definitely we need to be very smart, and sometimes also we need to accept our nature. Some people are very introvert. That is okay. And you are telling that they are exploiting. What exploit they can do? Maybe they are giving lot of work. So if we are doing lot of work, we are producing lot of work, then definitely we will get reward also. So that all thing also we need to accept. So I don't think that there is lot of exploitation. Only thing that maybe we are thinking that I need to work this much, but whenever they are giving lot of things, then we are thinking that this is exploitation. But at least we are giving lot of solution to the society or to the office. So that all things is there. Or we need to be very smart. How nicely we need to handle. So usually you see, by speaking, by behaving, we can eradicate a lot of problems. And most of the time we will see, if they got to know that this guy is very smart, even if he is working very perfectly, he is behaving with everyone very nicely, so they will not think that we can exploit him. So that all thing at least we need to learn. Yes, any other question is there?
Krishna Prabhuji, you told about enjoyment on the level of mind and intelligence, but is enjoyment on the level of false ego is also present? Because enjoyment on the level of false ego is also present, because even that is also part of subtle body. So
yes. False enjoyment is all about everyone should respect me, everyone should care about me, everyone should love me. So these all things is there. Usually you just see, whenever we are expecting that everyone should love me, everyone should respect me, everyone should care about me, so that control actually not in our hand. When I am coming here, if everyone will respect or not respect, that is not in my hand. But the thing is that I have in my hand that I will at least very nicely behave with all of you. I will care you, I will love you, I will reciprocate about you. So these all things actually in my hand. And whenever we are behaving very nicely, we are taking care, we are loving others, so definitely they will do. So these all expectations, sometimes actually these all expectations creating problems to us. And you will see this society is like that. This universe is created like that. So how we are behaving to others, definitely this kind of behavior we will get. Or at least if I am behaving very nicely, sometimes may happen that someone is not behaving properly, at least 99% people, they will behave very nicely. So suppose you are a devotee, you are behaving very nicely, but sometimes you are going on the road, when your just car or bike touch to someone's car. So definitely he will come and he will shout. But that time he don't know. According to the situation, he just shouted. If you will be very silent and you will politely, very nicely you will behave, he will not get the chance to shout. So that's why, means all these expectation from others maybe or may not we will get. But if we will cultivate ourselves that at least I will behave very nicely, I will take care, I will love others, then definitely I will be very happy. Because my expectation depends on me. My expectation on not depending on others. Others we cannot change until unless we will not change. So that all thing, so that's why mostly we need to cultivate ourselves how nicely we can behave others. So definitely that reciprocation we will get. Any other question is there? No? Okay, we will wind up here. Okay. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Krishna. So let's thank His Grace Sangramjit Prabhu for wonderfully explaining about how to overcome allurements that what we face in a daily life. And Prabhuji spoke upon the worthy investments what we do in our life. So every investment we do, there is a lot of investment of money, emotions and time we invest, but what we get back. So the 4 levels of happiness also Prabhuji explained. So where we have to invest our time and energy and everything. Because no happiness comes with, every happiness has a cost. So if you are investing, invest wisely. So let's thank Prabhuji by chanting on time loudly Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we'll do